Breaking news. DSS begins mobilization of counter-protests against Nnamdi Kanu for October 20th protest. Here are the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 16th of October 2025, and I have some important update for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, and those lovers of freedom in Nigeria, I want you to pay very close attention to this very news, because it's very, very important, I can assure you, my people. According to the information, as you can see on your screen, that the DSS is currently mobilizing for counter-protest against the release of Nnamdi Kanu, or should I say against the protest which is happening on the 20th of this very month of October 2025. We are going to go through the news, and then if we have something to say, we'll say it towards the end of the broadcast. And as you can see on your screen, I will be reading from one of the Zoom media platforms, the Daily Post. And according to the title, they said, Nnamdi Kanu defense team alleges DSS plot to stop October 20 protest. Not alleged. There's nothing to allege here, because as we are speaking right now, some unscrupulous elements, very few number of them, are currently protesting in Abuja. I don't want to play their video in order not to give them more promo. But they are currently protesting in Abuja right now against the 20th of October protest for the release of Nnamdi, led by Omoyele Sowore. Mazi Omoyele Sowore. So there's something like alleged. But meanwhile, let's continue. Let us read in full details. The Global Defense Consortium of Nnamdi Kanu has raised an alarm over an alleged plot by the Department of State Services DSS to stop the planned October 20 protest for the release of the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. The consortium, comprising lawyers fighting for Kanu's freedom, raised the alarm in a statement signed by Barrister Njoku Jude Njoko on Wednesday. According to the statement, the DSS is plotting to stage violence around the Federal High Court on Thursday, when Kanu is to appear in court in order to justify clampdown on the peaceful protest march, which in fact, this very intelligence was top-notch, because this very statement was made available to the press yesterday. Yesterday. Now, the court we are talking about took place today. And the same day, today, we now saw some of these idiots, some of these criminals, staging whatever they call protest in Abuja. And it's close to the Federal High Court as well. Are you paying attention? Unbelievable. But anyway, let's continue. Part of the statement read, information reaching the Global Defense Consortium of Nnamdi Kanu GDC reveals that the Department of State Services DSS has perfected plans to unleash violence tomorrow around the Federal High Court in Abuja. Information reaching the Global Defense Consortium of Nnamdi Kanu GDC reveals that the Department of State Services DSS has perfected plans to unleash violence tomorrow around the Federal High Court in Abuja. We have incredible intelligence that security operatives and government higher thugs will be deployed to create chaos and attack innocent people within the vicinity of the court during proceedings on 16th October 2025. Their aim is simple but wicked: to create a false scene of insecurity so that the Nigerian government can announce a lockdown of Abuja on Monday under the pretense of security concerns, as a way to frustrate and scuttle the peaceful, free Nnamdi Kanu now march scheduled to hold. Okay, now, it's very simple and clear with what happened today. I will show you. Just pay attention. Let's continue. This is the depth Nigeria has sunk into. a country where state institutions now manufacture kiosks just to cover up injustice. The same government is plotting to demonize peaceful marchers seeking justice for a man who has been illegally detained for years in defiance of court orders. The lawyers call for the intervention of the international community in Kanu's case. We therefore call on the United States government, the European Union, the African Union, and the government of Canada to take note of this intelligence and immediately caution the Nigerian authorities to desist from this dastardly act. This is not a small matter. If anything happens tomorrow or in the coming days, the world should hold the Nigerian government and its security agencies directly responsible. Of course, they should be held responsible because even the leader and convener of this very protest for Nnamdi Kanu on 20th, Mazi Omoyele Sowore, has made it very, very clear countless of times that it's going to be a peaceful march. You understand? A peaceful march. And it has been peaceful since the mobilization began. Omoyele Sowore has been very, very peaceful, and everybody who is, joining this mobilization for the past couple of days has been peaceful. The videos are there, evidences abound. Now, in conclusion, they said, the DGC stands for peace, law, and justice. We will not be intimidated, and no amount of orchestrated violence will stop the cry for freedom and fairness for Nnamdi Kanu, the statement added. Now, let me show you something that will shock you. This is the statement, right? Or should I say the exposition of the plot of DSS mobilizing secretly and openly, planning to scuttle, the 20th Free Nnamdi Kanu Now protest. So, let me show you something that will marvel you if you are a lover of freedom. Look at it here. From Sahara Reporters, we heard that they called him activist. They called the criminal an activist. They said, activist, Ijele Speaks. You all know who Ijele Speaks is. The one that called himself Udele. He called himself Udele. And Udele, that is what he is. Now, they called him activist. Ijele Speaks leads Abuja protest against calls for Nnamdi Kanu's release, demands justice for slain security officers. I don't know who are these security officers that he's talking about, and he's trying to attach whatever he's talking about to Nnamdi Kanu. But this so-called Ijele Speaks, God forbid, there's nothing like Ijele on his name. Udele, Chukwuka Fuebu. You called yourself an Igbo man, right? But you were there watching how the so-called, these same security officers you're talking about were massacring your own people, your blood, your flesh and blood. 2015, 2016, 2017, there was nothing like BLA. There was nothing like ESN. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, until they invaded Nnamdi Kanu's home. You were there. There was no ESN. Nobody was defending him or herself. With ordinary placards and banners, posters, they massacre your own people in their own land. Because of placards. Chukwuka Ofuebu, Okwibu onye Igbo, ọbara ụmụnne gị wụọ n'ala Igbo, ọ bụrụ ndị ugwu ndị nọ na khaki uniform gbara ụmụnne gbagbusie fa. You did not say anything. Chukwuka Ofuebu, ani ya akụgbugo. Ifuru ani ya akụ ife ya eme gị, Chineke ekweli ya ọjọọ. The history of Ife Ajuna will be better than your own history. The history of Asiko Pabio will be far better than your own history. Chukwuka Ofuebu. Okwefrogo. Now, Macha, I have your video. Ebonogra, mere walk of shame. Walk of shame in Abuja today. Shame on you. Shame on you. If your name go the family is near where puta. Thank you, my people. To Salo Numoza, 20th of October. 20th of October is a done deal. It's a done deal. So on your way, thank you, my people. To Salo Numozia and make it go viral.